First off, obviously a big honor to be presented with this award. Can you tell me what it means to you um, to be so involved in the community? Like how much of a part of your life is that?
It's for me. It's something that comes pretty naturally. It's wherever I go, whether it be at home or at school or when I went to play junior hockey. It was something that just kind of comes out. If there's a need within the community, I feel kind of something where I have to get involved with it. It doesn't really matter what capacity it is, but for me, it's the fact that I have the ability to get involved. I mean, I've been pretty fortunate no matter where I go to have a good opportunity and to be able to give back regardless of the circumstances is something that, like I said, becomes pretty natural.
How do you find the time to do everything? I mean, just reading through the press clippings, it only details a little bit of what you actually get to do.
I think the biggest thing for me is probably making time for it. Since at Colgate there is such a need for a lot of families and a lot of individuals who live in impoverished conditions or don't have enough money to have the proper food and sustenance for their families. It's about making time and making a commitment to a certain issue. And so, at the end of the day, it's easy. It's not something that is a burden at all. It's something that I enjoy doing, and in no way have I ever thought it's something that is taking away from my time as a hockey player, as a student at Colgate. So it's about making time and putting forth some kind of effort for our community. So.
I'm sure, obviously you thanked Coach Vaughn, you thanked your team, the university at large. Which individual players, would you feel put in the most time or helped you out the most in your time at Colgate?
My senior class was a big part of it. My classmates helped. A lot of transportation issues from driving around from charity to charity. I don't have a car, so they took the brunt force of that, and in terms of transporting the goods for the toy drive and food drive and getting people to and from walks and stuff like that. So they were very influential. I know a couple of teammates in my younger generations, like Kevin McNamara and possibly Mark Nask, are really looking to kind of take the reins and develop these events more thoroughly and make them bigger and better each year. And so that's a pretty cool feeling to know that these events that have been established will be continued to put on.
Apart from logistical support, obviously, what else did Colgate do? Like, did Colgate chip in a fair amount financially to your causes as well?
It's Colgate itself. A lot of events were put on around the hockey rink, and so a big thing that Colgate did was kind of enable our events to be put on with the hockey weekends. Most of the support came from the surrounding local communities in terms of monetary gains or actual food and toys and whatnot being donated. So that, to me, I think is the biggest thing that we've accomplished, is establishing that connection and give and take with the Colgate community. And so it's pretty cool to see that happen.
Specifically on the Facing Off Against Cancer, this was a sponsorship event, right, where it was per face-off win.
Mm-hmm.
Did individuals, organizations, whatever, just say we'll donate this amount per face-off?
Yeah, a lot of it, various local businesses around the area, and a lot of alumni base and fans of Colgate hockey would just, you could print off the pledge form online and then mail it in. And so a lot of people would, either if they couldn't come to the rink, they'd do that, or if they were at the rink, they'd write down, I'll pledge 50 cents per face-off. So I think most years we average around 70 to 80 face-off wins per weekend. So, I mean, if you get a couple people, tens and tens of people doing that, it adds up pretty quickly.
Brian Day was helping you with that, huh?
Yeah, he's our go-to, so he's a big part. It'd be pretty funny. I know a couple of the weekends when the events were going on, like a face-off would be one, and then depending on who the center one, they come back to the bench and be like, there's another $1 for you, Coxie. So it's pretty funny, and the guys get involved, and it's something that's pretty inclusive. It's more of a creative idea. It gets a lot of people involved with it, and it's fun for everyone.
I don't mean to put you on the spot, but do you remember some of your biggest contributors, whether they be organizations or individuals? Not only to this cause, but all of them.
You know what? I couldn't name one. I know the entire Hamilton community has really kind of rallied around everything that we've done, and so the response from the community as a whole is probably the biggest thing that has amazed me and has made me happy to give back to the community and become part of the community. So to really kind of bridge that connection is something that's pretty special for me.
Speaking of bridging connections, just a final question. How do you plan to transition into your life after Colgate, whether you're going to go and be able to play pro hockey elsewhere, and more than anything, what can you take with you from your community support, your community service, as you move on?
Yeah, I mean, community service is something that I'll try to take with me wherever I go. In what capacity it is, I'm not sure. My goal is to keep playing hockey next year, and I don't know where or in what form that will be, but that's my goal, and that's what I would like to work towards. So I feel the transition from Colgate to wherever I'll be next, I know that I will attempt to be a part of that community as much as possible through these kind of relationships that I've already established at Colgate, because it is possible. It's like I said, I mean, the community shapes you, and you can also shape the community. And there's a lot of give and take, regardless of where you are. But it's about extending yourself and wanting to make that commitment. And I'm positive that regardless of the next phase of my life, I'll try to do that.